So you're in year 12 this year, right? And you feel like you're underperforming for what you need for your dream course. Here's 2 tips that you can implement right now to increase your knowledge and in turn increase your scores on tests and exams. The first one is you need to be revising the content 2 to 3 weeks before class. The reason why I recommend this for students is because not only does this allow you to learn the content earlier and make up your own interpretation of the content, but it also buys you more time to do SAC specific preparation. So let's say if you compare yourself who's going ahead to a student who's just staying in time with class. If you learn the content 2 to 3 weeks ahead of everyone else, it means that you have 2 to 3 weeks that you can do SAC specific preparation. And this is really important because attempting a SAC or doing an exam, that's a skill in itself. And you actually need to practice that specifically with SAC type questions, with application type questions, and with exam style questions as well. So you can imagine the students that are getting ahead and learning the content independently and earlier, those are the students that have that competitive advantage before their exams. The second piece of advice I would give to students that are struggling is they need to start looking through practice exams and picking out the questions that they can actually do. So for example, if you're doing VCE methods, you would have covered half of the topics up until now. So what you should be doing is picking out questions that are relevant to the topics that you've done and start just trying those exam questions. Obviously you can't do full exams because you haven't learned everything in the whole course, but what you can start doing is just pick out questions that are relevant to what you're doing and what relevant to what you've been doing and just give them a go. And there's 2 reasons for this, and there's 2 benefits that come as of trying out exam questions. The first one is that you're just going to be reconsolidating your knowledge with exam questions, which is the most relevant for when you get assessed at the end of the year. But at the same time, you're just starting to familiarize yourself with how exams are structured and how questions are actually worded. Because the biggest surprise that people get when going into exams is actually the structure of the exam and how questions are worded. So if you can overcome this battle now, it's just going to make life a lot easier when you go into SACs, when you go into exams, when you go into assessments. You're not going to be as surprised anymore. And the only thing that's going to be holding you back is just the amount of work that you put in to actually refine your knowledge and perfect these exam strategies as well.